Hey everybody, this is Jonathan Saenz from Texas Values. I'm here with a lot of fellow Texans that are assembled here at the U.S. Supreme Court. You can hear and see the First Amendment is in full swing and on display, which is a good thing. But we're here because one of the most important cases since the overturn of Roe v. Wade is here before the U.S. Supreme Court with oral arguments this morning. I'm here with Mark Lee Dickson from Sanctuary Cities of the Unborn. He's brought a lot of friends here from Amarillo to make sure that we're here to support common sense regulations on the chemical abortion pill. This case will not end chemical abortions, but hopefully it will keep and reinstate safeguards. Mark, why are you here today?
I'm here today because we got to stand for life. You know, this case was filed in Amarillo, and the citizens of Amarillo are here to voice their support for Kacsmarik's ruling.
Well, look, and there's a lot of attention growing today, but I'll tell you, this case hasn't gotten a lot of attention. Of course, you and I in Texas, we've been supporting it. Texas Values has submitted a legal brief at the U.S. Supreme Court supporting these common sense safety regulations. Judge Kacsmarik, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, Federal Court of Appeals, have protected those safeguards, but obviously the pro-abortion people, they don't want women apparently to have safeguards.
Right.
And we know women can die because of the abortion pill. This
Absolutely.
is not the contraception pill. This is a pill that's taken after the woman is pregnant. Talk a little bit about why it's so important to have those safeguards in place.
Absolutely. There are people here today that want you to be able to have the abortion pill in your mailbox.
Wow.
You know how many times I've opened my mailbox and the contents are damaged, or the heat there has gotten to those, the elements have gotten to them. You know, 8 Access is right next to us. They're wanting abortion pills everywhere. Send it everywhere, every single zip code. The Biden administration wants abortion access in every single zip code, and that's why we got to stand up to this.
Yeah, no, you're right. And look, the reality is women sometimes die because of this abortion pill, in large part because they're not having a visit with their doctor. The regulations that used to be in place demanded that there be an in-person visit with the doctor. That's no longer the case because of the way it's being handled. We know that safety is something that the other side has always said is important in this debate. Apparently that's not the case anymore. But we know also in the state of Texas, we don't allow these type of abortion pills through the mail, yet we're still hearing reports that they're happening. And so instead of these abortions taking place in a doctor's office, women are essentially having abortions in their dorm room, and sometimes they die, and that's tragic.
Absolutely. The abortion facilities turning into the bathrooms.
This is how it goes, right? So you're up here trying to exercise your First Amendment rights, and then the other side is if they don't have enough space through here, they got to try to come in between you. But I think a lot of that, Mark, is because they've become desperate.
Absolutely.
Roe versus Wade has gone down. The power is returned back to the states. The other side, many people know across the country now that being pro-life is also being pro-woman.
Absolutely. And you know, I want to point out a few of the messages we have on our sign. You know, we have a Comstock 18 U.S.C. 1461 and 1462. This is mentioned in the Kacsmarik case. And this is something that in 1873, this law was passed by Congress, which prohibits the mailing and receiving of abortion-inducing drugs and abortion paraphernalia. And in Kacsmarik's ruling, he mentioned under a plain view of the Comstock Act, Danco violates the law every time it ships mifepristone. There's no public interest in the perpetuation of illegality. Actually, I think this was a Fifth Circuit Court of Opinions ruling that they said this. Then we also have this statement right here from Kacsmarik's ruling. The Comstock Act plainly forecloses mail-order abortion in the present, and defendants have stated no present or future intention of complying with the law. The next one, the FDA and the administration as a whole have no intention to respect the Constitution, the Supreme Court, the democratic process when it comes to abortion. And then the dispensing of chemical abortion drugs through mail violates unambiguous federal criminal law. And so we're here today because we care about this issue. Amarillo cares about this issue. Texas cares about this issue. And what Texas does impacts the nation.
Well, look, and the other thing that's going on today, We're right across from the nation's capital. We have a new Speaker of the House who is pro-life, Mike Johnson. We're in the middle of a presidential election year. We know that one of the reasons why you have these judges on the Fifth Circuit and Matthew Kaczmarek on the district court level of the federal court is because Donald Trump put these judges in that position. So that's sort of on the backdrop here of whoever's going to be the president moving forward is going to have a huge impact on this issue. We've already seen the issue have a huge impact saving babies' lives and really protecting the health and safety of women. I know that's something that you support.
100%. You know, we love women. We love their children. We want to do everything we can to make sure that mothers are safe in this nation. The abortion pill hurts women and ends the life of children. Sometimes the pill ends the life of the mother. And so that's what we want these regulations in place for, that we want to do everything we can to protect life.
Well, and look, we know as some pro-abortion people get more and more extreme, we even see liberals, we see Democrats. I saw a sign just a minute ago with someone who disagrees with some of the things I care about, but is pro-life, right?
Absolutely.
So I think you're going to see the life issue become more prevalent in this presidential election, and I think you're going to see some liberals and some Democrats support life and support women.